Introducing the Tulong Dunong Program or TDP. TDP is a subsidy to support at least the partial cost of tertiary education, inclusive of education-related expenses, of the Filipino students enrolled in SUCs, SHED-recognized LUCs, and private higher education institutions. Benefits of continuing and new TDP grantees. All Filipino undergraduate students are entitled to receive a maximum of 7,500 pesos per semester or 15,000 for one academic year. Let's get to know more about the new TDP grantees. What makes a student eligible for TDP? First, you have to be a Filipino citizen with less than 400,000 pesos combined household gross income, enrolled in higher education institutions and programs recognized by the Commission on Higher Education, an undergraduate student enrolled in SUCs, LUCs, and private HEIs and programs in the SHED registry, and should not be overstaying in the program. But what makes a student ineligible for TDP? If you are a foreign citizen or a non-student, if you are enrolled in HEIs or programs not included in the SHED Registry of Programs and Institutions, if you are in your second undergraduate program, or a beneficiary of the Tertiary Education Subsidy, SHED scholarship programs, and other national government-funded student financial assistance programs, and applicants who submitted falsified documents. Let's review the process flow for TDP applicants. Step 1. The UniFAST Secretariat calls for TDP applications through a memo to SHED regional offices. Step 2. The TDP focals collect the information of applicants using the Annex 1 form and endorse the certified list of applicants using Annex 2 form to the UniFAST Secretariat within the submission period. Applicants must be enrolled in higher education institutions and programs in the SHED registry. Submit the accomplished form to oed.unifast@shed.gov.ph. Step 3. The UniFAST Central Office assesses and endorses the list of applicants to the respective region. Then the SHED Regional Office transmits Annex 2 or the list of qualified applicants to the higher education institutions. Step 4. The HEI submits the Annex 7 forms, notarized registrar certification, and certificate of registration or enrollment to the SHED Regional Office for validation and billing process. The Annex 7 contains TDP New Form 1, which refers to consolidated TDP billing statement with total grantees and total amount to be billed, TDP New Form 2 or the generated list of new TDP grantees who are currently enrolled for the semester, and TDP New Form 3 or the notarized certification from the registrar. Step 5. The SHED Regional Office verifies and validates the documentary requirements submitted by the HEIs to identify the new TDP grantees. Step 6. The UniFAST Regional Coordinators provide the UniFAST Central Office with the Annex 6 or the certification of total TDP-TES beneficiaries per HEI generated from the portal. Step 7. The UniFAST Secretariat reviews the data of the validated and verified grantees to generate and release to the SHED Regional Office, then to HEIs the Master List and individual Annex 3 or the Notice of Award of qualified TDP grantees. Step 8. The HEI Focal notifies and provides individual Annex 3 or NOA to TDP grantees. The NOA contains all necessary information such as the award number, benefits, and grounds for termination and the TDP for the reference of the grantee. The student accepts the NOA and submits the signed copy to the HEI. Step 9. The SHED Regional Office processes the billings of the new TDP grantees using Annex 7 and proceeds with the release of the funds to the HEI. Step 10. The HEI sets a distribution schedule and notifies the new TDP grantees that their subsidy is ready for claiming. Here's the rundown of the whole process of TDP for the continuing grantees. Step 1. The UniFAST Secretariat calls for validation of TDP continuing grantees. Step 2. The HEI extracts the list of continuing TDP grantees from the HEI portal. The TDP focal person logs into the HEI portal, then proceeds to generate the continuing grantees list. This will be the content in our Annex 5 Form 2. Step 3. The HEI submits to the SHED Regional Office the Annex 5 forms, notarized certification from the registrar, and certificate of registration or enrollment. Annex 5 contains the following: TDP Continuing Form 1, which is the consolidated TDP billing statement. TDP Continuing Form 2. This form must contain the generated list of continuing TDP grantees who are currently enrolled for the semester. In addition, Form 1 and Form 2 must contain similar total grantees. TDP Continuing Form 3, which contains the names of those continuing TDP grantees who are not included in the Form 2. In this form, HEIs must indicate the status of the grantee, whether he or she was not enrolled or other issues. Lastly, notarized registrar certification must be attached to the TDP Annex 2. Step 4. The CHED regional offices validate the documentary requirements submitted by the HEIs. Step 5. The regional office submits to the UniFAST Secretariat the certification of total TDP beneficiaries, or the Annex 6, prepared by the regional coordinators, certified by the Chief Education Program Specialist, and approved by the CHED Regional Director. Step 6. The UniFAST Secretariat reviews the data of the validated and verified grantees to generate the master list of TDP continuing grantees for the semester and endorses it to the CHED Regional Office, then to HEIs. Step 7. The CHED Regional Office processes the billings of the continuing TDP grantees and proceeds with the release of funds to the HEI. Step 8. The HEI sets a distribution schedule and notifies the continuing TDP grantees that their subsidy is ready for claiming. So that's the Tulong Dunong Program. Contact our regional coordinators and CHED regional offices for further information and other inquiries. Visit our website www.unifast.gov.ph. Follow our social media channels on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.